What's going on, people? Welcome back today. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you as always. Don't forget, share the video, comment, like it, all that usual stuff just to help push it a little bit. I am so happy to be back in hoodies. It rained all last night and it's just been glorious. Next will be trousers. Right, we're going to jump straight in, replace this AAV. Let's see how we go. This is just for the doubters and the naysayers that I always check and clean the PRV off. So it's all okay, there's no debris on there. Put a little bit of silicone grease on and put it back in. I'll pop a link to these grips either on the video or in the comments. But yeah, these are good grips. Rothenbergers. Where does it say it? There we are. Nice, they look different, they're quite small, but they have quite a big opening jaw as well. So there you go, that was the AAV done, which normally is a relatively quick job, but as I decided to leave in there, and as you saw, it doesn't always go to plan, especially when it's really cramped and tight there at the back. And yeah, had to go in and out a couple of times, so I thought I'd leave that in so that people could be like, you know, normally when you watch a video and it's edited and stuff, you're like, well, how did they get that in so quick that time? But I thought I'd leave that in and show the reality of it. Next up is something I've been teasing for a little while. I'm still not sure whether it's going to be every week, every few weeks. It'll all depend on the logistics of it all. But this is RJR's segment, and let me introduce to you Mr. Made in Britain, Mr. Velocity, Mr. Durblau, Mr. Plumber Awards winner 2026 for Yorkshire and Humber, Mr. Installer Show 2025, Mr. Screwfix Live runner-up, the one and only Luke the Plumber. So go follow his YouTube channel, I'll put the link in. Go follow his Instagram, and just a genuinely all-round nice guy. And this is what he has to say.
Looking back now, it's really funny, but it wasn't then. Basically, a flood damaged, repaired house. Let me explain. So, back in 2007, I don't know if it was just the north of England, but there was quite widespread flooding. And a certain part of Wakefield, stroke Doncaster, a little town, had some real bad floods. And we were working for an insurance company, repairing the damage. So there was this house that had a whole new downstairs, whole new kitchen, everything. And there was one job left to do, and it would fit the downstairs toilet. It had all been decorated and all been plastered, but it just needed fitting. I was at college doing my bathroom assessment because I was still an apprentice, and I finished early. I got it done like in a day less. So I rung the boss up in the morning and I said, look, I'm finished now. It's like 10 o'clock. He said, oh, that's good. I've got this job for you to do. Go pick this toilet up and go fit it. Yep, no problem. So I turned up at the house. There was a cloakroom downstairs toilet, and there was a 15mm pipe coming out of the wall with a soldered cap end on it. So I turned the water off, drained the full house, kitchen, everything. No water coming out of the kitchen sink taps. So I thought, yeah, but there was a soldered cap end on this pipe, so that's all I could do. So as I started cutting the pipe, a water feature started coming out my pipe slice. So I thought, oh no, I'm in trouble here. So I thought, I'll just keep cutting it and I'll go to my tool bag and get a cap end. So I run to my tool bag and got a compression cap end. I was a second year apprentice then, so I put the cap end on. The build-up of pressure shot off and it actually stuck in the plaster wall. So I run back to my tool bag and I thought, right, I've got if I get a speed fit elbow, and there was the bit of pipe that had a flexi on, or I had a bit of pipe anyway, so I got an elbow and a bit of pipe into the soil stack, so it was running. But while all this was going on, I've got the customer stood behind me. You're about to flood me, flood damaged house. She was panicking, and then obviously I was panicking. But the whole so basically I ran outside, and at this time I don't even think I had a stop tap key, and luckily there was a guy working 2 doors up, another plumber, because this whole street had been gutted with the floods. And he seen that I was in a bit of a panic, and he had a stop tap key, so we lifted the stop tap cover up. But because it had flooded, it was full of silt and mud, so I couldn't even get to the stop tap. So luckily I'd run it into the soil stack, so it was contained, and then Yorkshire Water had to come out later on. But it was just so that was a drama at the time. But I actually know the engineer that first fixed the kitchen, and he fit a new stop tap after the old one, and didn't even realise there were teeth for the downstairs toilet. And obviously that knocked me up. So yeah, thought that was a good one, guys. I just feel customers don't know how to use a plunger correctly. They never cover the overflow. Get a cloth, cover the overflow, and then when you plunge the sink, it builds up the pressure, so it clears the blockage more or less straight away. But the amount of times I go and a customer's like, I tried clearing it with a plunger, I bought a plunger, but I couldn't do it. Are you covering the overflow? Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Luke, for getting involved. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you for your time. I know you said as well you wanted to do a few more questions and whatnot, so we'll get you on again in a couple of weeks' time. I must admit, the plunger thing, I had to find out myself. But yeah, you do notice that, and I've had that myself again, where yeah, they say they've been plunging it, and then you notice they've been like, they might not even have a sink plug or anything. So yeah, I have had that before as well, and what a nightmare. I've not yet flooded a house that's already been flooded. I bet you had yeah, something you can laugh at now, but definitely wasn't funny at the time, I can imagine. But yeah, glad you got it sorted. And again, thank you for getting involved. Everyone, don't forget to go follow Luke's YouTube, Luke's Instagram and everything. I will tag them somewhere. So this next job is a leaking cylinder, and it's quite bad. So you can see the wet. It is wet all the way out here. But as soon as I turn the light on, I mean, that's dripping from there. But that's all dry, seemingly. Oh no, that is damp. Let's investigate. That's all dry. That's all dry.
It said the drought wasn't as bad as 1976.
That's wet. It's coming from there and running down. Yeah. So in order to repair, we're going to need to cut here, cut there, and just do a little branch off. So I've cut it all out, and you can see that's where it's been leaking from. So I'm going to cut there, and just remake that little section. But I'm going to do that outside, save it getting smoky and whatnot. And yeah, that should be it. So there we go, pipes all in, it's connected there. Don't watch that solder, it run basically, and then I wiped it like an idiot. But there we are, all there and there, and that's it. Again, ignore the solder. We've spoken about this on videos before. So there you go, another week done. Thank you for watching. 2 easy jobs ish. Managed to sort the second pipe work one in one visit. Bit of a hassle. I was having to work out my car that day. So, well, my wife's car, so I had to go home, get my solder gear. And yeah, it was just a bit of a long process. Luckily, the job was only like 15 minutes away from my house. So yeah, but it was a new customer, new client. So they were also happy with first time fix. And yeah, it just went swimmingly. Obviously, AAV is always a relatively nice swap. But I did show that it's not always just as plain sailing as it looks on the edits. Hope you all like the new segment. Obviously, it's early days with it. It will hopefully grow into something else, but that's the start of it. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Again, thank you very much to Luke for getting involved. Should hopefully have someone lined up for next week's video, and probably with different questions as well, to be fair, the way I've got it worked out and planned. And so yeah, it's not going to be a massive thing at the moment. It's just going to be a little break up and introducing other people to the channel and whatnot as well. So make sure you go follow Luke. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hype, all the rest of the stuff, and see you next week, hopefully with someone else.